Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Ainsley D here, back at you with another video. Now, in this video, I want to talk about how it is smart for people to invest, and this is how smart people should invest, and what I wish I knew when I started investing as a beginner investor. So I'm going to go across a few things that I wish I knew as a beginner investor, and some things that I am learning as a beginner investor. And these are not financial advice. I'm not a fiduciary, I'm not a financial advisor or nothing like this. Is this for education and entertainment purposes? So let's get into this video and let's talk about how this is important for people, smart people, to invest, and what I wish I knew as a beginner investor. So first, you want to look towards investment as long-term investment. You want to be in it for the long term, especially when investing. You want to get more familiar with like investing with compound investments, such as getting invested with stocks that are dividend stocks, right? So you want to put extra money also into high yield savings account. So if you have some extra money from your paycheck or whatever like that, you want to put it into a high yield savings account that's giving you like 4% or better. SoFi is a good one. SoFi is a good one, and there's some other places out there that give high yield savings account. In fact, I'm going to do a video. About these different platforms out there that's giving high yield savings account that's giving a good return on your investment, 4%, 3.9% or better. So I'm going to look out for that video. Well, you should look out for that video. I'm going to do that video. Not sure exactly when, but look out for that video. So also, other than putting your money into some high yield savings account, you also want to invest your extra money and be diversified with it. So you want to invest in index funds. You also want to invest in ETFs. Index funds and ETFs gives you a wide variety of diversification, because with ETFs you can involve yourself with tech stocks, you can involve yourself with solar panel, you can involve yourself with gold, you can involve yourself with government and stock bonds, and all for basing off of ETF. So instead of like purchasing the whole assets as a whole, you can go ahead and invest in ETFs and get a better return for your money, instead of have to worry about spending so much money on the stock itself. So what you want to have is a basket of actually security, and that's what ETFs is. It's a basket of actually the security, and it could be corporate bonds, government bonds, municipal bonds. A variety of bonds could be involved in this ETF. Like I said, you have the gold ETFs, you have now you have the Bitcoin ETF, you have the Ethereum ETFs, etc., that you can put your money into these ETFs and gain returns on them, instead of just going out and just trying to look at some stocks and put your money in some stocks. Yeah, Apple is a good stock. Yes, Amazon is a good stock. Google, all those stocks are good. Meta, Nvidia. But you probably don't have that amount of money at that time to invest in these stocks, because some of these stocks are hundreds, even thousands of dollars. So the best thing to do is to put your money inside of the ETF, because those exchanges traded funds will have these stocks or bonds allocated in them, and you'll be able to invest in them at an easier way. Now it's easier and cheaper to invest in ETFs, because like I said, it's not investing in the assets itself, it's investing in these funds, and these funds could have a variety of funds within them, well, a variety of assets within them. You could have a gold ETF, a Bitcoin ETF, S&P 500, you have the VOO, and a variety of ETF that you can get involved with. And ETFs don't really have capital gains or capital gain taxes, like how you say like mutual funds, or what's another one? I'm not exactly sure about CDs. See, these are some of the things I wish I knew before I got started as a beginner investor, because some of these things you get involved with, you might lose money. So it's best to get involved with the ETF, and you can do your different research on your technology ETF. You can do traveling ETF, like I said, gold ETF, all these different assets you can get involved with, and it'd be better than just buying a stock itself, because in a pot of ETF, you can probably have like 5 stocks, right? You can have 5, 7, 10 stocks, different stocks within that ETF that will help you out. So you can use personal finance apps to get involved with these ETFs or even index funds. One personal finance app that I really like is Acorn, because what Acorn do is when you spend some money, it rounds it up And in addition to that, you can also do one-time investment or recurrent investment into your Acorn app. And money, that money goes allocated into different ETFs. You can have your different aggressive ETF, moderate ETF, or just like slow growth ETF. So it's good to understand the ETF. And I think Acorn is be a good place to get started to get involved with ETF. You can also, you can like do one-time investment with Acorn. This is just a variety of things that you can do with Acorn investment. Matter of fact, at the time of this video, if you go ahead and sign up, you'll be able to get some free money towards your ETF, in addition to some extra money if you have other people sign up with that ETF with Acorn right now to get more ETF funds into your profile. So it's good to have your profile diversify. When investing in index funds or ETF, it is low risk, so it's better to have low risk and is more rewarding than just to be buying the stocks itself and trading the stock like a day trade or anything. Now, what I did, and then like I said, this is not financial advice or anything like that. I'm not your trustee, I'm not your fiduciary. But what I did is once I got started with these ETFs and I'm involved with these ETFs, I do more research and I see what stocks are in these ETFs and learn more about the stocks that involved with these ETFs. And then I start to understand stocks that are in the ETFs and the index funds, and I start to trade them. Not day trading, but what I do is like, you could do swing trading in addition to option trading, which can give you extra money into your profile just by having those ETF or those stocks and you understanding how they're working. You can get involved with the option trading or the day trading or swing trading with these funds. So that's a good way to also grow your profile. Now, these are some of the things that I wish I knew starting off as a beginner investor. These are some of the things that I'm learning that smart people are investing in and how smart people are investing in. And like I said, these are some things that I wish I knew as a beginner investor. So other than learning about the ETF funds and the index funds, you want to have the idea of diversifying your portfolio. So other than just having ETFs or index funds and you're getting more acclimated to these different stocks and how these different stocks works, you want to also diversify your portfolio more. So you want to invest in different assets such as digital assets like your crypto assets. You have your real estates, you have your stocks, you have your precious metal, all these things such as silver, gold, palladium, you can have inside your portfolio. And going back to the ETF again, if you just don't want to buy these single assets, you can buy ETFs within these assets. So you can buy crypto assets. You have the Bitcoin ETFs, you have the Ethereum ETFs, and then with real estates, you also have real estate ETFs or what they call REITs, real estate investment trust or something like that. You can get involved with those REITs. You can get involved with different platforms that has a variety of portfolio within the real estate game, and you can invest within those portfolios or those platforms, and they give you a return, quarterly return, yearly return. So that's another good way of investing. These are some things that I wish I knew before I started investing. These are some things that the smart people are doing with their money when they're investing. So, like I said, you want to diversify it. So you have your crypto, your real estate, your stocks, your precious metals, your gold, silver. And with the precious metals, gold, silver, you can also do those with ETF. But you would also want to get the physical. Like, this is what I'm also learning. I'm about to start doing. Get the physical metal itself, physical gold, physical silver, like the silver dollar. I think it's the silver dollar. It's probably worth maybe $30 or something like that, compared to like just having cash in your pocket or your wallet. So these are good ways to diversify your portfolio, good ways to start investing as beginners. Some things I wish I knew as a beginner. So you want to be in it for the long term, like I said. So you want to have some compound interest, some dividend stocks, and a variety of things by learning how the market operates, whether the market is bullish, whether it's bullish or bearish. You want to not predict the market, because it's hard to predict the market, and you would lose the money. You would lose money if you try to predict the market, because your emotions get involved with trying to predict the market, whether it's going to go up or down. But what you could do is react to how the market is going. So if you see that the market is going bullish, then you're going to be bullish. If you see that it's going down, then you want to be bearish, right? And you want to invest in those ways that is going to be best for your risk and your rewards. So also practice proper risk management. That's one thing I'm learning. I wish I had this. I wish I'd have learned this earlier. Proper risk management, such as doing your stop loss, such as making sure that you're not losing on your gains, right? If you have a gains, you could do what is it called? Not the stop loss. It's something else other than the stop loss. If you know what I'm talking about, put it in the comment, because I know some of you guys out there probably know exactly what to do as an investor, especially to help out beginner investors. So those are some of the things that I wish I knew, how smart people invest and what I wish I knew before I started investing as an investor. But you live and you learn, right? So these are some things that beginner investors should know about. I hope you got some value out of this. I hope you got some nuggets out of this. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Like I said, I'm going to be doing some more videos on my journey to financial freedom, on my journey to financial literacy, my journey to personal development, my journey to understand financing more, understand financial literacy, finance, like education, all that stuff, right? Because a lot of us is messing up. Well, I know I messed up because I wasn't financially literate. I was being more financial illiterate, right? So these are some good steps. I hope you take some nuggets from this, and hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.